Hello everyone. Welcome back to the weekly reading for March 12th, 2023. If you're new, where's my brain today? If you're new, hi, how are you? It's good to meet you. If you're returning, hello, welcome back. It is so great to see you again. Sorry about last week, you guys. I don't know, what the fuck. Let's be honest, Pisces season has been a little bitch, and the burnout is so fucking real, and there goes all our cards. But we're gonna see if there's any sort of reprieve of this energy coming in. We're gonna use the Crow Tarot because I just want to cards are flying. So what do we need to know as a collective for this week of March? It's the 12th, right? Yeah, the 12th. Okay. Fuck's sakes. What do we need to know as a collective for this week of March 12th, 2023? Connection's going to be huge here. You can see with the Three of Cups, cycles is also going to be very important. There might be some ancestral shit come up, like generational stuff this week, which is always a bonus. That being said, but like, look here with the bay laurels here. There's celebrations here. Like, this isn't necessarily like, oh no, not another generational curse. No, it's not like that. It's more like really celebrating all these traditions is the word that's coming in. The traditions that have been passed down through the generations. Okay, so, and celebrating small wins. And not so small wins. Like, there's this sort of sense we get here with the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's like we're learning how not to hold on to things that no longer serve us. And that's pretty damn impressive. So celebrating that, anything that you used to, really hold a grudge towards, or like really, like used to bother you. We're letting go of those things, or we're learning how to let go of the things. It's like we get that key of, that's how I'm going to do it. Right. I don't need this anymore. Toss it out, celebrate it. Right. There's this real sense of like unlocking things from the past that we can just let go of finally. And can we just say, thank fuck? Thank fuck. Magician in reverse. Okay. Not the best week to be manifesting anything. Just know, like, I just heard the phrase, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Interesting. What do you mean by that, guys? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Oh, so it's like as we're discarding things that no longer serve us, it's kind of like make sure we're doing it consciously and we're like, oh, I know why I'm doing that, so I'm getting rid of it. Not, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna get rid of all my habits and all the things because fuck it. Like, that's not quite the way we want to go, right? There are some things that we have, some tools that we have that we don't want to dispose of here, okay? So make sure that we're being very, very that we're being very conscious about how and what we're discarding. And this is not a week to bring anything in. This is not a week to start anything new, but it is sort of like, as we're shedding these things and celebrating what we're getting rid of, remembering that, our mindset's very important. And we really want to make sure that we learn what we need to learn from these scenarios, right? Like, we totally understand the lesson before we discard everything. Okay. That being said, like, as we said, make sure we're celebrating. Like, that's number one. Celebrating, oh my God, I understand this. I think I finally get this lesson. I'm going to let it go. But, like, celebrate. But it's gonna feel uncomfortable, and we're gonna feel a little bit ungrounded, right? Because anytime we get rid of old coping mechanisms or things that, we don't need anymore, it might even physically be we're cleaning house, right? There is a sense of like, oh God, what do I do without that? You know, there's that little sense of being off kilter. Growth happens when we're uncomfortable. I want us to remember that. Growth happens when we're uncomfortable. And this week, we're not going to feel particularly grounded. We're not going to feel particularly comfortable, but yet still we're going to feel, why is the word vindicated coming in? But like, it's going to feel celebratory, even though we're uncomfortable. Right? So it's this sort of really kind of weird, yeah, Two of Swords. It's sort of this weird, almost limbo space this week because we're learning things, we're getting rid of things, we're uncomfortable as fuck, but we're just in between. We're in between. Like normally the Two of Swords here talks about decisions and things, right? See how the crow is like directly between these two swords, right? It's like we're balanced, like there's two sides that we're kind of dealing with here. And we're right in the middle of it this week. The trick is to not be blindsided. We actually have to look and see, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I learning this? Why am I releasing this? Oh yeah, okay. And then everything's just going to fall away on its own. There won't be any decisions, but we actually have to stop living in the middle. I hope that made sense. Good God. Yeah. With this is going to bring this sense of like newness, but it does take a leap of faith. It does definitely take a leap of faith here with the Fool. Like this is like, you're going to have to trust yourself. And you're going to maybe even doubt your intuition a little bit this week with the High Priestess in reverse. That's not to say don't trust your intuition, because this says you absolutely can. You know, you can trust yourself. You just, because of feeling uncomfortable, you might not feel like you can trust your intuition. I'm here to say absolutely that you can. All right. It's just, there's this sort of like, remember, we're in limbo space here. So there's this kind of like, I feel ungrounded and I don't know what's real. I feel like I should do this. I feel like I get this, but do I? You know, trust that you do. And yeah, it'll be good. Just celebrate the little wins. You just might feel like the High Priestess is still here. Your intuition is still here. It's just feeling a bit unsteady. That's all. You're feeling a little bit upside down. Maybe your intuition's going to tell you to do something that, well, I mean, it probably will. If we're learning these lessons and releasing them, you're going to have to do things differently. And you're going to go, why is my intuition telling me to do that differently? That's not what we do. Do you know what I mean? So it comes with the territory. We have the Strength card here. We're absolutely strong enough to get through this. We are resilient. We got this. Thank fuck that card showed up. I've been in the upright. Like I feel very positive about it. That being said, with the Page of Wands here, we are going to have to kind of keep ourselves on track. You know, when we get that like, ooh, I don't know, feeling a bit uncomfortable, like we're going to have to kick our own ass here and keep ourselves on track, on task, celebrate the little wins, right? So there's a sense of like being extra vigilant in regards to the presence. Like, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I doing? Okay. There's going to be a lot of that, but it's going to pay off though. It's going to pay off. It's just like we said, like the number one thing here, like all we see here is the bay laurel. Like this is like success, wins, celebrations, like off the hop before anything. Like we are good this week. Okay. We're good. It's just going to be uncomfortable. But again, growth happens when we're uncomfortable. This is all a very good thing. We are strong enough to do this. Good things are going to come in if we just trust ourselves and leap and see what comes next. Because there's a lot of newness. There's a lot of like fresh energy moving its way in. Kind of like with this equinox coming up in the next couple weeks. It's like we're making room for new. Do you know what I mean? So some of you might be really wanting to do a spring clean of your house. Not surprising with that Virgo full moon that just kind of ended last week. So run with it. Celebrate your wins. If your win is, I fucking got out of bed today, then celebrate that. Because good on you, man. That's huge. Okay? I feel that energy. Pisces season is a bitch. Let me know in the comments. Like, are you guys feeling this? Like, has the last couple weeks just been a shit show for you? Energy-wise, because I am so tired and I just can't even. So let me know how you guys are feeling. I appreciate you very much. This is going to be a good week. I'm excited for it. It's needed. So sending you guys so much love. Really appreciate this being words. I appreciate you guys being here. Sorry about last week. Like I said, I just didn't have the energy and that's on me. But we're back. I appreciate you and we will talk to you very soon. Bye.